So hi everyone. So next question is, find the values of a and b such that the function defined by f of x is equal to 5 if x is less than or equal to 2, ax plus b if 2 less than x less than 10, 21 if x greater than or equal to 10 is a continuous function. So we need to find the value of a and b. They have given a function and they have mentioned that the given function is a continuous function. So continuous function means f of c is equal to LHL is equal to RHL. This is the condition for the continuous function. So we need to find the value of a and b means at least we need two equations which is containing a and b. So to exist those equation, we need to find the continuity at the particular points. So to check the continuity, so we have a condition that f of 2 is equal to LHL, means we need to check the continuity at exactly 2 points where x is equal to 2 at x is equal to 10. Then we are getting two equations. By solving those two equations, we are getting the values of a and b. So they have given that the given function is a continuous function. So at x is equal to 2, f of 2 is equal to RHL. So RHL means limit x tends 2 plus f of x. So here 2 plus means ax plus b, and at f of 2 means 5. So 5 is equal to this function. So by applying in the place of x, we are going to substitute 2. So a into 2 plus b is nothing but 2a plus b is equal to 5. That is going to be equation number 1. So to 10, f of 10 is equal to LHL. F of 10 is equal to LHL because we have found RHL. So to find a and b, f of c is equal to LHL gives one equation. F of c is equal to RHL gives other equation. By solving these two equations, we are getting the value of a and b. So similarly, we have found that 5 is equal to 2a plus b is the one equation. Then at x is equal to 10, f of 10 is equal to LHL. So LHL means limit x tends to 10 minus f of x. So is equal to limit x tends to 10 minus, here also which is less than 10 means we need to have the function ax plus b. Instead of x, we are going to substitute 10. Then 10a plus b is equal to 21. These are the two equations. Suppose we are solving these two equations, we are going to get the value of a and b. So observe here, by solving 1 and 2, we are getting a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 1. That's the required value of a and b. You can solve by elimination method, you can solve by substitution method. So in which method? So you can solve equation by as you wish, by elimination method or substitution method. So next one, note the composition of two continuous function is a continuous function. So observe here. So composition of function means suppose if we have a function h of x is equal to some function x square. Suppose if we have another function g of x, that is 1 divided by x. So composition of function means a function within a function. Observe here. Suppose h of g of x means g of x is a function is within the h of x. So instead of x, we need to substitute g of x here. That is the composition of function. It can be defined by hog of x is nothing but h of g of x. Here observe here. So instead of x, we have g of x. So h of x means x square. So x square means 1 by x whole square is nothing but 1 divided by x square. Suppose if you have like that. So what about g of h of x? So g of x means 1 by x. H of x means x square is nothing but 1 divided by x square only. Are you getting the point? Composition of function means a function within a function. A function is within a function. Like that, suppose we have h of x is equal to x square, g of x is equal to 1 by x, then h of g of x is nothing but hog of x. So what is the h of x means x square. So x means 1 by x. So 1 by x whole square is nothing but 1 divided by x square. So another function is g of h of x is nothing but like this. So g of h of x is equal to 1 divided by x square, because x means x square here. So g of x means 1 by x. So within x we need to have the value of x square. So we are getting h square here. So very important concept this one. The composition of two continuous function is always a continuous function. So among these, the first question is, show that the function defined by f of x is equal to sine of x square is a continuous function. Observe here, sine of x square. Sin x is the one function, x square is the other function here. They have combined by forming the composition of function. So we have found that h of x is equal to sin x is the one function. H of x is equal to sin x is the one function. G of x is equal to x square is the other function, is another function. By combining these two functions, we are getting sin of x square. So observe here, sin x means a trigonometric function. Every trigonometric function is a continuous function. X square is a polynomial function. Every polynomial function is a continuous function. By combining these two functions, we are getting sin of x square is also a continuous function. So hog of x is equal to h of g of x, sin of g of x, sin of x square. Here we observe that these two functions are continuous function. By combining these two functions, we are getting that the sin of x square is also a continuous function. So pause the video to note it down. So next question is similar to the last previous question. F of x is equal to cos of x square. Here h of x is one function, g of x is one function. By combining these two functions, we are getting f of x is equal to cos of x square is nothing but hog of x. So hog of x means h of g of x. G of x is a function within the h of x. Instead of x in h of x, so it's nothing but g of x. Instead of g of x, we are going to substitute the value of x square. So h of x means cos of g of x, cos of g of x. G of x means x square is nothing but cos of x square. Observe here. So cos x means a trigonometric function, g of x means a polynomial function. These two are continuous function. By combining these two functions, the two continuous function is also a continuous function. Therefore cos of x square is a continuous function. So next question is, f of x is equal to modulus of cos x. F of x is equal to modulus of cos x. So h of x is equal to mod x. G of x is equal to cos x. Observe here, the functions are different. We need to check the function as in the easiest form. So h of x is equal to modulus of x, g of x is equal to cos x. If you are interchange the function, it is not going to be found h of x as a continuous function, or h of x is the similar modulus of cos x. It's going to be another different function. So we need to choose the function as in a simple form. So h of x is equal to modulus of x, g of x is equal to cos x. So f of x is equal to modulus of cos x is nothing but hog of x. Hog of x means h of g of x. So g of x means cos x, h of x means mod x. So within x in h of x is nothing but modulus of cos x. Since modulus function is a continuous function, cos x is a trigonometric function, so trigonometric function is a continuous function. Therefore modulus of cos x is a continuous function. Similarly, we have three problems here similar to the composition of function. Sin of mod x, so h of x is equal to sin x, so g of x is equal to mod x. So h of g of x means g of x is a function is within the h of x. So sin of mod x, h of g of x, so hog of x is nothing but sin of x. Since sin x is a trigonometric function, is a continuous function, so modulus x is a modulus function, is also continuous function. by composition of two function or combining of two function, combining of two continuous function is again a continuous function. Therefore f is continuous function. So next question is, so f of x is equal to mod x minus modulus of x plus 1. Since mod x is a continuous function, so modulus of x plus 1 is also a continuous function, because this is a modulus function, this is also modulus function. So every modulus function is a continuous function. By difference of two modulus function is again a modulus function. So every modulus function is a continuous function. Therefore the given function f of x is equal to mod x minus modulus of x plus 1 is again a continuous function. So last question among the continuity. So f of x is equal to modulus of 1 minus x plus mod x plus mod x. So observe here, since the given function is also a modulus function, it is a continuous function. We are doing under the composition of function. So observe here, g of x is equal to 1 minus x, this function. H of x means modulus function. Since this is a polynomial function, this is going to be modulus function. So combining of polynomial and modulus function is again also a modulus function, is also a continuous function. Suppose if you are treating f of x is itself is a modulus function, then we can say that the given function is a continuous function. So this completes your continuity. This completes your continuity. In the next video, we can discuss about the differentiation. So in the first year, we have some basic concepts of differentiation by first principle method, the differentiation of some more functions, some basic function. We can discuss about the differentiation in the next video. So make a preparation for the differentiation by using the first year syllabus by first principle method as well as the basic formulas of the differentiation. Thank you for watching this video.